Thank you. Hello, hello. Everyone here, we good? Good, sweet. What's up, guys? I'm Dustin. So my talk today is going to be a little bit different, I feel like, than what I've seen so far here today. I'm an info. I assume a lot of you guys here are an info. You sell an info offer. If that is you and it applies to you, then this is going to be pretty valuable for you. I don't do paid ads. I don't do anything paid. I do strictly organic, and it all comes down to one pretty simple strategy that I feel like a lot of you are going to get a lot of value from. So without any further ado, how I cash collected $138,000 in 30 days from one YouTube video. Here we go. So first 60 seconds, who am I? I'm Dustin Verano. I'm 21 years old. I currently live in Miami, Florida. I spend the other half of my year in Dubai, also traveling around, but right now I'm in Miami until January or February. I've also run some events of my own in the past, so shout out Ben. I know how hard these events are to run. They're a lot more difficult than they look, so good for you, Ben. It's a good event. I've been in the info game for around 6 years. My first biggest success that really put me on the map with info was a Discord server, actually. In 2023, I grew to 125,000 members, over $1.2 million in revenue in under 1 year, and this really kind of put me on the map and was the reason I was able to move to Miami and all of that and pursue info full-time. So today I operate a portfolio of info product offers with creators and coaches that I am personally partnered with. There are 8 offers that I personally operate, about a dozen or so offers that I hold minority equity in. Altogether equates to around $2 million a month in total monthly revenue across all offers. And then I have my own info offer that has cash collected around $1.5 million in under a year, starting from 0 following and all pretty much with just YouTube using the strategy that I'm breaking down here today. So last month was a $246,000 personal profit month, my biggest personal profit month to date. That's broken down to $108,000 attributed to my client offers. That is not client revenue, that's my cut that I took. And then mostly what I'm talking about today is $138,000 attributed to my own offer, all from this one strategy. So keep in mind, like I said before, all these results I'm going over, everything I'm about to show you guys, is all from $0 in ad spend, 100% organic, free traffic, all from YouTube. 100% of the leads came from YouTube using the strategy. And like I said, most of it is due to this exact strategy I'm about to break down. In fact, the entire $138,000 from my own offer came from one single YouTube video, not YouTube as a whole, one video. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. So now that you know who I am and you know that I know what I'm talking about, let's get into it. Most of you are trying way too hard to get leads, way too hard to get sales, and most importantly, way too hard to put some Benjamins in your pocket, which is obviously why you guys are all here today. So it's simply because you're overlooking the easiest way to get the highest quality leads possible with the least effort required. I don't know about you guys. I'm the kind of person, if I have an easier way to do something, I'm going to do it that way. Obviously, hard work is great, but I believe in working smarter over harder. Now, you don't need to post 5 TikToks a day. You don't need to post 8 Instagram stories a day. All of that is nonsense in my opinion. Obviously, it's good to have a social presence, be posting on multiple platforms, but I genuinely do believe I have an easier way, and I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with me. So all you need is this one video. Not only will this video generate you an infinite amount of high quality leads, it's also going to simplify your sales process completely. Let me explain what that means. That one video that generated me $138,000 in 30 days came from a funnel with 0 setters, 0 closers, not even a landing page. I know a lot of the guys today are talking about these crazy in-depth funnels. I do it completely differently. Literally just me, myself and I, and a simple Typeform link. I like that. So before I show you the video, you need to understand one thing. The info game has changed. Prospects are way more weary of fake gurus, and it's never been more difficult to gain the trust of an audience. I'm sure you guys have all seen something like this before? Show of hands. Anybody seen this before? And yeah, of course. I know you guys have seen this before. You know, the blocky text, Instagram story, fake urgency. This stuff doesn't work anymore, simply put. It just doesn't cut it anymore. People are tired of seeing the same stuff. There was a time where that kind of stuff worked, but we're way past that now. The type of content that actually converts the best now also happens to be the lowest effort, which is great. This is a great time to double down. It's the content with little to no editing and literally as raw and authentic as possible. That's what sells. So take a look at this screenshot from one of my YouTube videos, just to give you guys an example. All of my videos are formatted just like this. It's literally a screen recording. It's got me in the corner. You can even see like my bookmarks on my Chrome tab. Like, it's very raw, authentic. It's pretty much no cuts at all. I do all my videos essentially in one take. So now back to the video. This is the video I'm talking about. Take it in, take a look at it for a second before I break it down here. 6.5 hours long. I know some of you guys probably look at that and you're like, damn, that's probably pretty hard to make, but I'm gonna break it down. So, it's called a flywheel VSL. This video is literally an A to Z course on exactly how I run my business with almost nothing held back. And I posted it on YouTube completely free. Now, before I show you the views from this video and break down all the numbers, you must first understand one fundamental rule. And that is, and some of you guys probably already know this, but for a customer to buy a high-ticket info product from you, they need to have consumed a minimum of 1 to 2 hours of value content from you. That means if you're only posting Instagram Reels, somebody's going to scroll through all your Reels and they're still not going to have consumed. If they've watched every single Reel, they will still not have consumed enough value from you to become a buyer, which is a big problem. A buyer simply does not trust you enough to buy from you until they've done that. This video one-shots that. If somebody watches that video, they are getting on a call with me, they are pre-sold, they're ready to go. One take. You do not need to get a lot of views to print money with this. I haven't revealed the views or anything yet, but let me explain. I literally just had a client land a $12,000 PIF from a video with 438 views, and it was under an hour long. And he posted it under a week ago as well on a fairly new channel. He's been posting for less than a month. 438 views. Now, obviously, you aren't only going to post one video and leave it at that, so I'm going to explain how to turn it into an ecosystem. This is what the rest of my content looks like. Now, most of it is very detailed and targeted towards my exact ICP. So like raw funnel setup for a 57K a month client. If somebody random sees that and they don't know what a funnel is, they're not going to click on it. The only people clicking on that video, they already kind of know what this stuff is. So all these videos assume that the viewer already understands the business model. Now, the only way I'm able to do this is because I understand YouTube's algorithm. In fact, YouTube actually supports this strategy in the algorithm directly, and they send my exact ICP directly to my videos. Now, this is the secret sauce. The YouTube algorithm has two important metrics that determine if your videos get pushed out or not. Watch time and session time. You guys already probably know what watch time is. It's important that you don't confuse these though. Watch time is simply the metric that tells YouTube how long somebody stays watching your video. It's the metric you guys can see, you can view it in your analytics, it's pretty straightforward. But the actual metric that matters, the golden metric, is session time. Session time is a metric you can't see that tells YouTube if people are staying on their platform after watching your videos. So think of it like this. If somebody watches one of your YouTube videos, then they click on another YouTube video, YouTube knows that your videos are keeping people on the platform. Then they can obviously show those people more ads and they can make more money. If you guys didn't know, YouTube is a for-profit company, so that's what they're trying to do. So obviously, to give you guys an example, if you're putting other social media links in your description, YouTube is going to hate you because now people watched your video and you sent them to Instagram. They left the platform. They don't like that because you're making them less money and now they can't show those people more videos and show them more ads. So they're going to push your videos out less. So now using this knowledge, you can actually hack the algorithm pretty easily. So this is what I do. Every single one of my YouTube videos, they all link directly to my Flywheel VSL, as well as I don't even link Instagram. I just put the @ If people want to go to it, they can go to it. But the only thing I'm linking is this YouTube video. I'm keeping them on YouTube. I want them to go to that. Obviously, unless they want to buy from me, that's more important than keeping them on YouTube. So this ensures that A, people watch the most important video on my channel that's actually going to convert them into a buyer. And B, people are staying on YouTube when they watch my videos, which of course boosts the session time, and now my videos get pushed out more. So here's the best part. All the qualified viewers that are actually interested in what I have to sell them are the people that continue to watch my videos. And specifically, they watch the Flywheel VSL, which, again, like I said, once they watch that video, they're converted. Now, the actual best part, and yes, it gets even better, YouTube will recognize what kind of people watch my Flywheel VSL, and they will show that video to my exact ICP without them ever having to go to watch any of my other videos. So what I mean by that is once YouTube sees the kind of people and the demographic that continues to watch my Flywheel VSL, they're just going to start showing that video to people that have never heard from me before. They've never heard of me, which means the first video people will see is my Flywheel VSL, and now I don't even need all that other content pushing towards it because they're going to be seeing it organically. Now for the finale, here's what the numbers look like. So in 90 days, my Flywheel VSL has accumulated a total of 25,963 views. And this is a separate metric. But from the $138,000 a month I showed you earlier, my channel accumulated a total of 25,490 views. Keep in mind, though, that Flywheel VSL has been up for a little over 3 months now. Of these 25,000 total channel views, only 5,846 of them were actually from the Flywheel VSL. Okay, so I made a tweet about this. By the way, everyone follow me on Twitter. But I'll leave it to your guys' imagination as to how much money that video has generated in total. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. This is the final breakdown. This might look a little bit confusing, but I'm going to break it down. So obviously at the top, you have the views, initial exposure. That all goes directly to a type form, 506 applications. Of those, 16%, which is 81 people, were qualified. Of the 81 qualified, 34 calls were booked. Of the 34 calls booked, 28 showed up. And then of the 28, 68% closed, which is 19 clients, which led to $138,000 cash collected. Obviously, contract value is higher, but I don't track contract value or anything like that. The only metric that matters in my mind is cash collected. Now, implementing this is actually a lot easier than it looks. So all of you that sell info, or if you operate info, I know there's a lot of different people in this room, and you just listen to this entire talk, you should be working on this video for yourself or your clients today. It's that important. Implementing this as the core of your funnel will instantly increase your lead flow, your close rate, and most importantly, your cash collected. And you don't even need to make niche content or sell a niche offer for this to work for you. I know I showed you kind of two crazy examples where one of them has 400 views, one of them is my videos, which is again purely value that I'm posting. This is my client Azrael, also happens to be one of my best friends. He just cleared his first 100K month with this strategy. And I'm not gonna get into his videos, but if you look on the left, like all his videos are pure lifestyle. It's like going out, partying, DJing, like there's absolutely no value at all. But he sells a trading offer. All those videos, same thing. The very top link goes straight to this video, and this video converts them. And it works. It works just how I showed you. So again, the point of me showing you this is proof that there are multiple applications with this strategy, including purely lifestyle content. So if you're a creator or a coach and you're selling an info product, or you're also an operator like myself, you can find me at Dustin Verano on all socials. And thank you guys for listening. I don't know how much time I'm at, but if anyone has questions or anything, happy to answer. Am I good?
Who has the first question? Who does it? All right. This one's I'll bring it back. All right. Jeff again.
Yeah. Jeff the Entrepreneur here. By the way, great presentation for it. By the way, let's give it up for Ari and Ben, because this is a phenomenal event. This is exactly the heart center that they put in for this event. is everything. My question is, I've been dreading making that video that you've made. I've seen it. You said you'd explain it in a very simple way. I've sat down to do it, right, my whole deal. I know they work. I still have one video that gets me leads. It's a video with Grant Cardone and the Elena Cardone podcast. And people find me on YouTube from that video, okay? How do you make that video? I'll go watch it. I'll watch it, and I'll get, like, so discouraged. So how do you, what's your whole, like, to make that video? And I always put I use jot form, but I'll put a jot form underneath and do it that way. But that's my question.
So yeah, it's actually a lot simpler than it looks. So like I said, that video was literally just a full A to Z course on the business model I do. So I do a little bit to start. Obviously, you want to have a hook. It's literally out of that 6.5 hour long, out of that 6.5 hour long video, my hook was like maybe 3 minutes, which is just a little bit of flex, a little bit of explaining what the business model is for people that don't know. The entire rest of the video is pure value. Like I barely even pitch until like the last 10 minutes of the video. It's just straight value. Even in the description, I have like links to all the timestamps for people to look at. But it's pretty much just straight value. To make a video like that, it did take, a couple of weeks really to put it all together. I built it on a Miro board, but I literally just I made an outline first of like, if someone was starting this business model from scratch, what is everything they have to do, A to Z, all the steps, laid it all out, and then just put it on a Miro board and went over it. Yeah. All right, cool. I think that's it. You have a question? I don't know where the fuck you went.
So my question was just on, I saw the client was that 30 minutes on his, and then yours was like 6.5 hours, so it doesn't really, did I see that right on the slide? One of the videos that you had up there, I think it was 30 minutes for one of your clients, and then yours were 6.5 hours. For all of these, what's the, is it 2 hours, 3 hours? I have a webinar that's 3 hours that I feel like I could easily turn into a video.
Okay, good question. And I have something else to add to your question too. It just made me think of it. I like to have the video be at least an hour long. It depends on the audience. So the only reason his was shorter is because he's bringing in a really, really low quality demographic with just pure lifestyle content. So like even if his video was 2 hours long, like no one's really gonna watch it. So 30 minutes is like a good sweet spot there. Usually, like 90% of the time, I'll make sure it's at least an hour long. And something else you can do, like my 6.5 hour video, I'd say probably 2 hours of that is like testimonials and coaching calls and that kind of thing too. So you can also like put those into it to lengthen it. And then of course I have it spaced out. So like certain segments of the video that maybe people will click on a lot, like if they go to the timestamps to skip around, I've got like testimonials embedded in there so people see that as well as there's like a 45-minute just like raw coaching call in that video, which is obviously really good for an interested prospect to see. All right, cool. If anyone has questions, you can ask me after.